Find from the first principle the derivative of log 10x. We have to find the derivative of log 10x from the first principle. Okay, for the solution, first of all we have to suppose f of x is log 10x, then f of x plus h is log x log 10x plus h. Then derivative of f of x equal limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Then f of x plus h is limit h tends to 0 log 10x plus h minus log 10x over x. Then again we have to suppose 10x, this 10x is y, and 10x plus h is y plus k, is h tends to 0 and k tends to 0. Then derivative of log 10x equal limit h tends to 0. In this case log 10x plus h is log y plus k, because 10x plus h is y plus k, minus log 10x is log y, is 10x equal to y over h. Then limit h tends to 0. We know log a minus log b is log a by b over h, that's why log y plus k by y over h. Limit h tends to 0 log, you can separate them, y by y is 1 plus k by y over h equal, now we have to take common 1 by y, we have to take common. While taking 1 by y common, or I will explain, limit k tends to 0 log 1 plus k by y. To apply this formula, k by y I have added, and here k by h, k cancel, 1 by h is more, that's why 1 by y is here. It means 1 by y times 1 over 1 by y. Then y goes off and it can be cancelled, then it remains the same. So to develop this formula log 1 plus x by x, we have developed k by y. Then if we have divided k by y, so here multiply by 1 by y, and again k is more here, so k by h is written here. K can be cancelled, y can be cancelled, then it remains in the same steps or in the same position. To apply the formula, we have developed this from, and limit h tends to k by h and 1 by h is here. Then moving to the next part, 1 by y, that is 1, formula is 1 by y times 1, limit h tends to 0, 10. K is what? Yes, we know, we have suppose one more step again I have to show. Here you can see 10x plus h is y plus k, 10x is y, that's why k is 10x plus h minus y is 10x. That's why in this step 10x plus h minus 10x by h I have written. The value of k is 10x plus h minus 10x over h. Now 1 by y times limit h tends to 0, 10x plus h is 10 is sine by cos minus sine by cos, then this will be multiplied, this will be multiplied, cos will be in the denominator, that's why sine x by cos x. So here sine x plus h by cos x plus h, so sine x plus h times cos x minus cos x plus h times sine x by cos x plus h times cos x into this h. I have mentioned you here, just sine by cos and taking LCM, you will get this step. One more step also you can do here if necessary, otherwise it is clear. Then upper sine a cos b minus cos a sine b is sine a minus b, sine a is x plus h minus x, and denominator is cos x plus h times cos x times h, x cancel, limit 1 by y, limit h tends to 0, sine h and this h here times 1 over cos x plus h and cos x plus h. So 1 by y is supposed by 10x, 1 by 10x times s, limit h tends to 0, sine h by h is 1, that's why that is product is same, so 1 over this h is 0, that's why cos x times cos x we obtain. Then 10x is sine x by cos x, so cos x goes up, cos x by sine x times 1 by cos x times cos x, these two cancel. Then We have 1 by sin x cos x, though multiply numerator and denominator by 2, 2 by 2 sin x cos x. Then that is 2 sin a cos b is sin 2a, that's why 2 by sin 2x equal 2 cosec 2x. Therefore the derivative of log 10x dx is 2 cosec 2x. In this way we can solve, or we can find the derivative of log 10x from the first principle, which is 2 cosec 2x. Now the same question, same instruction, the question is log sec x square. Log sec x square, not sec square x, this is x square. So as like a previous pattern, we have to suppose the given function f of x is log sec x square, f x plus h is log sec x plus h whole square. Then we know derivative of f of x is limit s tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h equal limit s tends to 0 f of x plus h is this log sec x plus h whole square minus f of x is log sec x square by h. Then we have to suppose sec x square is y, sec x square is y, and sec x plus h whole square is y plus k, is s tends to 0 and k tends to 0. Now this equation becomes derivative of log sec x square is limit s tends to 0 from here log sec x plus h whole square is y plus k minus log sec x square is y, log y plus k minus log y by h equal limit s tends to 0 log log a minus log b is log a by b, that's why y plus k by y in over h. Then here y divide y is 1, k by y, log 1 plus k by y, and so that here we have multiply by 1 by y, limit k by h, same as previous question. Then 1 by y times limit s tends to 0, k is sec x plus h whole square minus sec x square over h. Then 1 by y limit s tends to 0, here what is given sec x plus h whole square minus sec x square by h. So sec is 1 by cos, sec is 1 by cos minus 1 by cos, and it goes to multiply cos, and cos will be in product, and upper also cos. So x square will be first and x plus h whole square will be in second. That's why cos x whole square x square minus cos, here we have expanded x plus h whole square equal x square plus 2x h plus s square. That's why here expanded that, and in the denominator these two terms times h. Then in upper part numerator, this is c minus c, c minus c equal to minus 2ss or 2ss in c plus d, there d minus c, we know that part. That's why we use here formula 1 by y limit s tends to 0 2 sine c plus d, this is c whole this c plus d by 2 times sine d whole this is d minus c by 2 whole over cos x square times cos x square 2hx plus h square times h. This is step 1. Then 1 by y limit s tends to 0, x square is 2x square, 2xh plus h square over 2 times sine, these two are cancelled, 2xh plus h square by 2 over the denominator is same. Then again 1 by y limit s tends to 0 to sine 2x square divided by 2 is separating now for x terms. In these two terms there is s, but here is no s, that's why we are separating and dividing, it becomes making single that x square here, 2x square by 2x square plus these two terms combined here because both have h, 2xs plus h square by 2 times, now we have to develop this form sine dividing, this is also while dividing 2 to cancel xh plus h square by 2 divided by hx plus h square by 2. Limit h tends to 0, sine h by h is 1. That's why we develop this form, or we divided the angle of the sine here, times hx plus h square by 2 divided by this h, times all these two terms are kept here. Again I want to repeat this. 2 itself 2, 1 by y itself 1 by y, limit h tends to 0. Here 2x square divided by 2 is x square, plus this 2 divided by 2, no change. In this sine 2xh plus h square by 2, sine xh plus h square by 2 divide by the same angle of sine hx xh plus h square by 2 times this is added. That's why we have to make the write in the numerator that hx plus h square by 2 and divide by this h times all these two terms are kept over here. Now 1 by y times 2 sine x square. How it is sine x square? Limit s tends to 0. Now we can apply the limit. 2 itself 2, 1 by y 2 sine. This term will be 0. h is 0. This will be 0. 0 by something is 0. So 2 sine x square will obtain from here. From here we obtain 1, and from here we can divide. We can divide. Here will be hs can be cancelled. Here remaining x plus here s by 2. If h is 0, then x plus 0 will be here. From here x plus 0 we obtain, and here h is 0, this is 0, cos x square times cos x square we will get. Let's check. 1 by y 2 sine x square times 1 and x plus 0 times 1 by cos x square times cos x square. Again I want to show 1 by y, here will be 2 sine x square, here will be 1, here h cancel, here will be x, and here h by 2 will be 0. Then here these two terms zeros, that's why 1 over cos x square times cos x square. Now 1 by y is supposed by sec x square times and 2, this x is x sine x square over cos x square. Sec x square is 1 by cos goes up, so cos x square times 2x times sine x square over cos x square times cos x square. These two cancel. 2x times sine x square by cos x square, that is 2x times tan x square. Therefore dy dxf log sec x square equal to x tan x square. This is the derivative of log sec x square from the first principle. Now moving to the next question, number 3. From the first principle, find the derivative of cos inverse x. So as like a previous pattern, we have to suppose f of x is cos inverse x, f of x plus h is cos inverse x plus h, and we know d by dx of f of x is limit s tends to 0 f x plus h minus f of x by h equal limit s tends to 0 f of x is cos inverse x plus h minus f of x is cos inverse x by h. This step is like this. So you have to suppose cos inverse x is y, and that implies x is cos y. Remember, cos inverse x equal to y, that's why x is cos y. Similarly, and cos inverse x plus h equal to y plus k, that's why x plus h equal to cos y plus k, as s tends to 0 and k tends to 0. Then derivative of cos inverse x equal to limit k tends to 0 y plus k minus, here we can see cos inverse x plus h is y plus k minus cos inverse x is y by h. Limit k tends to 0 k by h, it becomes this, and limit k tends to 0 k by what is h? We have to find what is h. X plus h is cos y plus k, and x is cos y, so h is cos y plus k minus cos y. Cos y plus k minus cos y. We apply, we keep the value of h here. Then limit k tends to 0, k numerator and denominator c minus c like in previous part, 2 sine c plus d y plus k plus y by 2 times sine d minus c. That's why d is y minus k, both negative, multiply by minus, it becomes both negative, by 2 you obtain this result. Then limit k tends to 0, k by 2 sine y plus k by 2 sine minus k by 2. Let's check k, y plus y, 2y by 2 is y plus k by 2, k over 2 sine y plus k by 2 times sine y can be cancelled, minus k by 2. Yes, so here limit k tends to 0, k times 2 sine y plus k by 2 times sine minus k by 2. Again, limit k tends to 0, we have to change this in the formula pattern by the help of these terms, n 2 3 sine minus k by 2 and here also minus k by 2, this k and this is 2 minus k by 2, but we added this minus, that's why we have to multiply this term by negative sine minus here, or minus 1 also you can write, minus minus plus, that's why k by minus k by 2 is like the same angle we made here, minus times limit k tends to 1 over y plus k by 2. Then this goes in formula 1 minus this term is minus times k tends to 0, this term will be 0, 1 over sine y. Then in all, minus 1 over sine y equal minus 1 over root under 1 minus cos square y. Sine y is, sine a is root under 1 minus cos square a. So minus 1 over cos square y is supposed by cos y is supposed by x, that's why cos square y is x square. Therefore derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 by root under 1 minus x square, using or from the first principle. In this way we can find cos inverse x as well. Now moving to next question, that is the derivative of log cos inverse x. Log cos inverse x, in previous question cos inverse x only we have discussed, now log cos inverse x. Okay, f of x is log cos inverse x, f of x plus h is log cos inverse x plus s. Then derivative of log cos inverse x equal limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Limit h tends to 0, f of x is log cos inverse x plus h minus, and f of x is log cos inverse x by h. This part is completed. So we have to suppose here cos inverse x equal to y, x is cos y. Similarly, cos inverse x plus h is y plus k. That implies x plus h equal to cos y plus k. Yes, h tends to 0 and k tends to 0. Now derivative of log, this is log cos inverse x equal limit k tends to 0, log y plus k, this is log y plus k minus log y by cos y plus k minus cos y. Limit k tends to 0, log b minus log a minus log b is log b a by b, this part is that, and here c minus c is 2ss, but here d minus c, this pattern is same. Limit k tends to 0, log 1 plus k by y, this is repeated like in previous, 1 plus k by y, denominator 2 sine y k by 2 plus sine minus k by 2. Then to change in the pattern this, 1 by y times k tends to 0, log 1 plus k by y, 1 by y here, 1 by y here can be cancelled and it makes the same, times k by this denominator, then 1 by y, that is 1, limit k tends to 0, 1 by 2 sine y k by 2 times sine minus k by 2 minus k by 2, that this minus is here, minus these two cancel, and no, this 2 is as it is, I will show you, this 2 is as it is, and we want to change this in formula pattern, that's why sine minus k by 2 minus k by 2, and we have multiplied by minus 2, minus k by 2 and minus 2, minus k is already there, k is here, that's why it goes down, and this 2 is here, or minus, just by minus sign or by minus, you can multiply by minus 2 here, due to minus 2 is more here, that's why we develop this pattern. Equal to 1 by minus 1 by y, this minus 2 and these 2 can be cancelled, minus 1 by y times, here k is 0, sine y 1 by sine 1, this will be 1. Then minus 1 by cos inverse x, minus 1 by y is cos inverse x times 1 by root under sine y is 1 minus root under cos square y, equal minus 1 by cos inverse x times 1 by root under cos y is x, that's why cos square y is x square. Then therefore the derivative of log cos inverse x equal minus 1 over cos inverse x root under 1 minus x square. This solution for the next question. Now the next question is x to the power x. Find the derivative of x to the power x from the first principle. For this we have to suppose f of x is x to the power x, and it can be written as e to the power log x to the power x. It will be e to the power x log x, and f of x plus h equal to e x plus h log x plus h. Now I want to show you how x to the power x is e to the power log x to the power x. I will show here. X to the power x equal to y, we have to suppose x to the power x equal to y. Then taking log on both sides, log x to the power x equal to log y. Then simply x to the power x equal to e to the power log y. X to the power x, because the base is e, we know that. Then x to the power x equal to e log y. Therefore x to the power x equal to e log y means we have supposed x to the power x. So x to the power x equal to e to the power log x to the power x can be written. So that f of x is x to the power x, that is e log x to the power x equal e, the power will be in coefficient, that's in log property, so e to the power x times log x, and f of x plus h equal e x plus h log x plus h. This is second part. So we know that derivative of f of x is limit s tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. Then limit s tends to 0 e to the power f of x is what? This simple x plus h times log x plus h minus e to the power x log x. Then taking e to the power x log x common, limit s tends to 0 e to the power x log x is common, and whole this minus this power minus 1. This is common, but like EAB minus EA. Suppose we have given this EA is common while taking A plus B, suppose A plus B, here C. If you have taken C, e to the power C common, it will be e to the power A plus B minus C and minus 1. Because if we multiply this, plus C and minus C cancel, and 1 times e to the power C remains same. So to develop e to the power k minus 1 form, we have taken whole this term as a common, then the same power can be subtracted here, because if we multiply these two terms, these two power can be cancelled, it remains same, and here will be the product of 1 and this will be same, x e log x common. So h is this. Now we have to suppose all this term is y, all this term is y, as s tends to 0 y tends to 0. So limit derivative dy dx of x to the power x equal e x log x is x to the power x. I have written already that. Limit y tends to 0, all this is supposed by y, that's why e to the power y minus 1 by h equal x to the power x times limit y tends to 0 ey minus y by y. To develop formula we have divided a y, limit s tends to 0 y by h, here y by h we have written. Then x to the power x as it is 1, that using formula, limit s tends to 0. Now what is here y? What is y? What is y? The y is x plus h log x plus h minus x log x over h. That is suppose the y. So x to the power x is as it is. Then here you can open the bracket, x times log x plus h, x times log x plus h plus s times log x plus h, s times log x plus h minus this is as it is over h. Then moving next step, x to the power x is as it is, limit s tends to 0, x log x plus h and minus x log x. X is common, log a minus b is log a by b. So log x plus h by x. This part is closed, plus h log only for this, x is common, and plus this term is h log x plus h over h. Now x tends to x to the power x, limit s tends to 0, x log 1 plus h by x, x cancel 1, h by x, 1 plus h by x by h plus h log x plus h. This step is also clear. Then x to the power x times limit s tends to 0, we have to change into formula pattern, log 1 plus h by x and this h and divided by this x, so h by x, log 1 plus x by x, this first part is completed, plus and this h log x plus h, h log x plus h divided by h, this h, and here remaining log x plus h only, and separating them. So you can apply the limit x to the power x times this y is 1 plus h is 0, that's why this is log x. Therefore derivative of dx x to the power x is x to the power x times 1 plus log x. Derivative of x to the power x is x to the power x times 1 plus log x. In this way we can find the derivative of x to the power x from the first principle. Similarly, we have to move to the next question, that is find the derivative from first principle of 2 to the power x square, 2 to the power x square. So late we have to suppose f of x is 2x square, then f of x plus h is 2x plus h whole square. This is not very complex. And then we know d by dx f of x is limit s tends to 0, f of x minus f of s, limit s tends to 0, this is f of x is 2x plus h whole square minus 2x square by h. Now we have to take this common, all this term is common, 2 times x square, 2 to the power x square is common, then here x plus h whole square minus this power is x square only, minus 1 by h. Then 2 to the power x square is in this side, limit s tends to 0, you can expand x plus h whole square is x square plus 2hx plus h square, and this minus x square and this minus 1 by h. Then 2x whole square is dot, limit s tends to 0, x these two terms cancel, 2xh plus h square, 2x plus h square minus 1 by h. First we develop this, and you have to suppose this is as a y, 2xh plus h square is s tends to 0 and k tends to 0. Then it shifted as d by dx of 2x square equal 2x square times limit y tends to 0 to y minus 1 by h. 2x square is as it is, limit y tends to 0 to y minus 1 by y times limit s tends to y by s, the same pattern we followed. And we know limit x tends to 0, a to the power x minus 1 by x is log a. That's why here in this part we can write, this is first part, this is second part, that is log 2. We know this formula, that's why this is log 2, and this part is limit s tends to 0 to xh plus h square by h equal 2x square times log 2, while taking h common, limit s tends to 0, h 2x plus h by h, h cancel. Now apply the limit, it will be 2x, it will be 0. 2x square dot log 2 dot 2x. That's why the derivative of 2x square from the first principle, what we obtain is 2x times log 2 times 2x square. In this way we can find the derivative of 2x square. Next question is find the derivative from first principle of sine x square. F of x is sine x square, f of x plus is sine x plus h whole square. No doubt we can suppose derivative of f of x is limit s tends to 0, f of x plus s minus f of x by h. Limit s tends to 0, this is f of x plus s, this is f of x by h. No doubt in this step. Then limit s tends to 0, sine c minus sine d, s minus s equal to cs. So firstly we have expanded this, and then here we have applied the formula 2 cos a plus b by 2 times sine a minus b by 2. These two x are cancelled by h. And limit s tends to 0, 2 cos x square is x square, 2x square by 2 is x square, plus 2xx divided by 2 is xh plus h square by 2, and here 2xh plus h square by 2, that is xh plus h square by 2 whole by h. Then limit s tends to 0, 2 cos x square to xh h square by 2, no doubt it is same, and we have to change this into the formula pattern sine xh plus h square by 2 by xh plus h square by 2 times xh plus h square by 2 over h. Now apply the limit to these two terms 0, 2 cos x square, this part 1, and here h is cancel, h by 2, others will be, second term will be 0, first term remains x. So the final answer is 2x cos x square. Therefore derivative of sine x square is 2x cos x square. Now moving to the next question, that is sine log x. The question is sine log x from the first principle. First, suppose f of x is sine log x, f of x plus h is sine log x plus h. Apply the formula, this is the formula, this is the pattern, no doubt. So you have to suppose log x is a y, then log x plus h equal y plus k is s tends to 0 and k tends to 0. So derivative of this is k tends to 0, it becomes sine log x plus h y plus k minus sine y by h. So see sine